And they're ready to cheer on their 49ers here at Levi Stadium. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're off from Levi Stadium. This return starts at the 5. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. Working quickly here. Purdy gets this from the pistol. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They pick up 20 yards there. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From midfield on 2nd down. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one hits for 30. And that's a 49er 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense in the hurry up here. 2nd and 13. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Ravens get the football on the 1st turnover of the contest.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. This is Henry on 2nd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense up to the line fast. Jackson on 3rd and 1. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Looking to return from the 29. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Got every single bit of that one, didn't he? Over 70 yards on the punt. And the 49ers will go on offense. They'll motion him out of the backfield. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. McCaffrey running between the tackles. Crosses midfield, still going. Reaches the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
He just didn't quite have the last bit of burst needed to finish it off, but don't be surprised to see them go his way again soon and give him a chance to earn that touchdown.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. McCaffrey hits the end zone for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. So our first score of the game here as they cap off that drive with a touchdown.
It's really what you're looking for, Kate, offensively. You want to force the other guys into thinking they need to play a little catch-up right away. So a nice job to get that first score and take early control of this game.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. The return starts at the 18. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Lamar. He's on the move. His first throw is an interception. Picked up by Fred Warner. And the 49ers return the interception close to the red zone. He's stopped inside the 25. Worked through his progression, nobody available. And by the time he checked it down to the back, ooh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball and holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Picked off by Tre'Davious White. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception to give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
That one's cut along the left sideline. They get 20 yards out of the play.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Finding Flowers. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Caught by Flowers. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He'll cobble together a yard there. Brought down by Fred Warner. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Into the hands of Likely. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. This is reeled in by Juwan Jennings. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. It was Marcus Williams in on that stop. On second down, here's McCaffrey. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On third down, Purdy. He completes it in traffic. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They kick the running back in motion. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Running back sent in motion. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Rolling left, buying some time. Ooh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's fourth down. Looking for the back that time. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long.
So many coaches love third downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these third downs.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. It's the Ravens beginning their drive here. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Lamar now from the gun. He finds Aguilar. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down throw for Jackson. Forced out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they'll try to build on that big stop.
Some guys, you just have to account for them, especially middle linebackers. I remember Ray Lewis, Brian Urlacher, it just felt like their presence took up the entire field. And this linebacker today, well, he had the interception earlier, a sack right now. You've got to start figuring out a plan for him, or he will take over this game.
And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First down, here's Lamar. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll run here with Henry. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain that time, and now it'll be 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Catch is made in close. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. First down throw by Purdy. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. He gets it forward for a gain of 3, giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 33 on 2nd down. That's McCaffrey working the sideline. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
3rd and short, here's Purdy. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. This one intended for the running back. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. Looking to throw. He beams one deep right side. Brought in inside the 20. And he eventually goes out, but not until he's down near the 10. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Fielded at the 14. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Charvarius Ward picks it off. And the 49ers get it back with a nice return to boot, down inside the 30. And it doesn't matter who gets that ball to start the second half because he picks it off on the very first play.
I wonder at halftime, down there in that locker room on the whiteboard, if that defensive coaching staff just said simply, go get the ball. It's exactly what they do, and it totally changes the complexion of this second half.
They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. And defenders are there to get him at the line. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. Second and 10 now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
4th down now, and on comes Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And they are unable to tie up this contest.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. On the move, headed right. On the move, looking deep down the middle. Oh no, they get him yet again. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the 49ers get it back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Purdy on 1st down. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. So that brings up 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. Getting out to his left. He'll get this to Samuel. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Purdy throwing here on 1st. That's taken in by Samuel. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a 49er 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Working quickly here. Back to McCaffrey on 2nd down. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense in the hurry up here. 3rd and long for him here. He's got the first down grab and still going. Touchdown, San Francisco! So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while, but that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And that kick goes out of bounds. They're going to get great field position out of this. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. 1st and 10 from the 41. Trying down the middle with Henry. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. Now it's Lamar. Chased out to his right. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Brought in right side. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Offense up to the line fast. Looking to throw. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Play action now with Purdy. Flush down now to his left. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
The QBs today so adept at doing just this, buying themselves enough time and finding a target. The problem on this one, just not the throw he needed to make the completion.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the gun is Purdy. He's going to push one deep down the right. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Ravens get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field, because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
Aguilar with the grab. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Lamar now from the gun. He's on the move. Cut near the goal line. And he's going to end up out of bounds, which will end our 3rd quarter. We'll see them tackle 2nd and goal after the break. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Jackson's gonna throw again. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time.
And he's across for the touchdown, and that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call. Got to the end zone with a free play, so they will, of course, decline offsides and take the points. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens push their lead to 3. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Samuel now to return it. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Cade. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And they pick him off again. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense when it comes to forcing turnovers. Big play after big play, and that is their 4th interception of this contest.
Special for the defense and an absolute nightmare for a quarterback. 1 interception, it sticks with you all week long, but throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this field right now.
Tough one to retain through that hit, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Cade, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Throwing again is Lamar. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Play fake, Jackson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Play action, here's Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. From the red zone now. Buying some time right. And that falls incomplete.
I love the mobility here. Starts great, escapes the pressure, get out of harm's way. You just wish if you're the offense here, you could have found a completion to keep in rhythm.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. And again, it's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. This throw is caught. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it, right? Look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
He'll throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time. So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Kate, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Kickoff taken at the 3. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 2nd and 1. Escapes out to the left. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
McCaffrey on 3rd down. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. 1st down throw by Purdy. Forced out to his right. Launching deep down the right sideline. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are in bounds. Oh, what a play! And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers come through to tie it in the 4th. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
That one right down the middle. And they'll take the lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And the fumble recovery is made. And he doesn't make it far at all. And they bottle up that return immediately.
Can't happen. I mean, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting into your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Nothing for him on that play as we've hit the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Backed up in the end zone, Jackson finding Flowers. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. He'll look to throw it. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play.
You know that quarterback? He's out in Denver now, Kate, Russell Wilson. He loves to say the separation is in the preparation. And when you're facing a DB that is all over the ball and now adding a 2nd interception to his ledger today, you know this guy was prepared, did his homework, and then he's gone on this field today, and he has been a difference maker.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. And will he? No, Oh, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
Well, Kate, I'm not sure what you were thinking when they bring the kick unit out there, and I don't even know what kick they were blocking. But all I know is there was
And they got there in time. He's taken down. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That was their final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Setting up to pass. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain from being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
And it's no good. Not the time you want to see the extra point off the mark here in a one-score game in the fourth. Now probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Hardy on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Offense liked how that play went. They choose to decline the penalty. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Samuel now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Hey, maybe in the end this return just gets lost in the shuffle when we recap things, Kate. But you surrender a lead in the fourth quarter and you feel that momentum being lost. That's exactly what excellent special teams do. They turn it around. It's why that third phase is coached and coached and coached, because you never know when your opportunity may arise. What a great return to begin this drive.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Back to throw. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted. And the Ravens take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game, and happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's Lamar. He'll get this to Henry.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
And the 49ers in a nickel set. 3rd down coming. Throwing now. Rolling left, buying some time. He's running for it. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. We give to Henry on the inside handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. On second down, here's Henry again. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. Gotta block that missed kick from their minds and refocus. Still a win to be had as overtime has begun. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out. They're out and set, 1st and 10. First throw of overtime now. Buys time, rolling right. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
He's got Andrews. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Working quickly here. From the gun, a run for Henry. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Offense in the hurry up here. From just shy of midfield on second down. That's taken in by Henry. He gets loose down the right side. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. San Francisco calls it second timeout, as they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. He keeps it himself. And he's in for the touchdown. The Ravens pull in front. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. The extra point is good, and that's a big one. Now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in overtime. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They track him down, but a nice return in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. Fits it through the middle. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers tie this game up. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Short kick gathered in at the 15. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Henry on the catch. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down, here's Lamar. Bails out of the pocket quick. He can run it.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And now it's 3rd and short. He has it on the QB sneak. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down. Offense up to the line fast. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he's brought down after taking this to the 26. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. This is Henry on 2nd. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a gain of 4. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Lamar off the play fake. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Baltimore. So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were